Thank you very much. And it's a great insight into the opportunities for students who choose a career in hospitality in Australia right now. Let me share my screen and we can begin with the presentation. Okay. Very good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are joining us from, and welcome. My name is Tim. I am the head of international sales at the hotel school. I am joined by my colleagues Sam and Betty, who are also here today. And we've got a short presentation to run through, and then we'll have time for some question and answer at the end of it. But I thought I'd start our part of today's presentation just with a short video to show you a little bit about who we are, the hotel school.
My name's Adam Shoemaker. I'm delighted to be the Vice Chancellor of Southern Cross University. I have been to 5 separate countries outside Australia, and I've met alumni from the hotel school in each one of them. So it really tells you something about the global reach of this joint alliance partnership. It's fantastic.
The partnership we have is very unique because it connects one of Australia's best universities to the industry. When the industry is moving so fast, there's so much innovation, it's actually making sure that the education is very directly aligned to the needs of the industry.
It's what Southern Cross University is all about, the fact that we are the only hotel school in Australia that is a boutique hotel school. You get the degree from the public university, but you're receiving it in a very supported, small environment where everybody knows your name and everybody supports you every step of the way. You're not lost in the system.
What I like about the industry generally is that you can choose so many different areas of specialty, and it is a business degree. You're in the business of hospitality, leisure, entertainment, and hotels.
It's the hotel school, so that means the best of, the best in breed, and the best in Australia.
Okay, so as you can see from that video, we are quite unique. We are unique because we're the only hotel school in the world which is jointly owned by a 5-star hotel investor and a public university. So the public university is Southern Cross University, which is a fantastic young Australian public university. So all of the qualifications that you receive, the curriculum that you are taught at the hotel school comes from Southern Cross University. Your offer letters, your confirmation of enrolments, all Southern Cross University. On the industry side, we're part of this company called Malfa. Now, Malfa might not be a name that all of you have heard of, but Malfa is a huge multi-billion-dollar investment company. And they invest in many different things from real estate, technology, but they also invest, one of the biggest areas of investment is in luxury hotels, which provides a really unique advantage for our students because they get access to the industry and access to jobs that you just wouldn't get with any other school in Australia. So that's why we say study with us, work with us. And I just wanted to show you some of the hotels that we own. We own the Intercontinental in Sydney, just next to our Sydney campus. We own Intercontinental Hayman Island, one of Australasia's premier island resorts. We own Intercontinental Sanctuary Cove, a huge resort on the Gold Coast. We own Bimbadgin Wineries in the Hunter. We own a couple of properties in the ski slopes of Australia, Maritz Hotel and Salzburg Apartments. And then we own hotels overseas like a London Marriott. We own a Sofitel in Paris. We own the largest Sofitel in the world, which is Sofitel Philippines Plaza Manila. And we have a couple of properties in Hong Kong, including the Novotel Century Hong Kong and the Ibis North Point Hong Kong. And at all of those properties, you have the opportunity to gain contacts, to do work experience, and also to take on graduate positions. I just wanted to quickly highlight, we're talking about opportunities for PR and perhaps staying longer in Australia. I wanted to specifically focus on some of the Malfa properties that we own in regional locations. All of these properties that you see on the screen now are in what the Australian government classifies as regional locations. So that has added benefits for students who are looking to stay in Australia long term. At the moment, we have a huge shortage of staff in these regional properties. We are going through big recruitment drives to try and fill positions particularly in our regional hotels. Intercontinental Hayman Island, we have a particular shortage. And in fact, we've just opened a campus on Hayman Island to try and help fill the intercontinental property there with more employees. We have many of our students who are doing internship on Hayman Island right now, same with Sanctuary Cove. But we do have the possibility for our students to gain work experience in these regional locations, which can be an alternate path to staying in Australia longer term. So I just wanted to show you quickly where the campuses are for the hotel school. Our first campus is in Sydney. This is where it started back in 1989. We're located on Phillip Street, which is only 400 metres to Circular Quay. It's a great location, very central, very easy to access by public transport. And importantly, you can see some of the properties that are surrounding our hotel. And these properties, we are in close proximity to these properties, which means that our students get access to their staff who come on campus to teach units or to speak to our students. They come for networking events, but it's also easy for us to arrange work for our students whilst they are studying in these properties close by. So our students come into the city, they come to class, and then they can go and work in the industry, all within close proximity. The second campus of the hotel school is our Melbourne campus, which is located on Lonsdale Street. The Melbourne campus was opened in 2015. We just had a major renovation last year. It's a fantastic campus, very multicultural, very close to the Bourke Street Mall, shopping areas, and again, surrounded by the industry. And we know right now we also have a huge shortage of staff in the industry in Melbourne. We are able to get students into part-time work from the very first week that they come on campus right now. It is a huge shortage in Melbourne as well. The third campus of the hotel school is Brisbane, which we opened early last year. Brisbane's a very exciting city for us to be in, obviously Australia's third largest city. And it has a really interesting hospitality and hotel scene. And the other advantage of Brisbane is that it's very close to the Gold Coast. So students not only have access to employment opportunities in Brisbane, but also in the neighbouring city of the Gold Coast, very close by. Okay, I just wanted to quickly run through the courses that we have available at the hotel school, give you some basic information on that. Then we'll continue on. So this is a snapshot of the programs that we offer at the hotel school. We offer from a diploma level through to all the way up to a master's. You'll see with most of the programs, they are business qualifications. Okay, so we'll speak about that in the next few slides, but we are delivering business qualifications that are focused towards the hotel, hospitality and tourism industry, where we know that there are jobs right now. And we know that even pre-pandemic, this was one of the fastest growing industries in the world. In fact, in 2019, the hospitality, travel and tourism industry accounted for over 10% of global GDP. And 1 in every 10 jobs was related to our industry in 2019. So it's always been a very strong industry with strong employment opportunities. I wanted to specifically focus on a couple of the courses today, particularly the Bachelor we'll start with, which is our Bachelor of Business in Hotel Management. This is one of the most popular courses at the hotel school. It is a course which covers both business units and specific hospitality units to really give our students a well-rounded foundation to become leaders and managers in this industry and other industries after they graduate. So it's a 3-year program, full-time, 24 subjects. Students do 8 units per year across 3 sessions. The admissions requirement is a qualification equivalent to an Australian Year 12 with the required entry grade, IELTS 6, no band less than 5.5. Now we do have alternate pathways in here. If some of you are onshore and are studying a vocational qualification, we can give you what we call advanced standing into our program. For example, if you have done a diploma of business or a diploma of hospitality, you would have the first year waived. So you could do this program in just 2 years. In that 2 years, you would also get one of the best parts of this bachelor degree is the 6-month internship. So all of our students, it's a compulsory part of the bachelor degree. All of our students will do a 6-month internship. Now we have paid internship opportunities, and I'm going to talk to you about those later. Right now is a fantastic time to be doing internships. There's a huge selection of internships and they are being paid very well. So we'll speak about that a little bit later, but this is a mandatory part of the bachelor degree is 6-month paid internship. So that's very exciting for our students. Here we have a few of the units that are core units within our program. You can see here, it's very different from what a lot of people think about hospitality, which is food and beverage service, maybe some cooking, front office management. Here we're looking more towards the business side because we're preparing leaders for the hospital. We are preparing managers for this industry. So there's some of the core units that we offer. Elective units, this is where we focus more on specific areas of hospitality. From revenue and yield management is a really interesting unit. This is a very cool unit because our students actually get access to live hotel data and they create their own business. They create their own hotel basically through this amazing software that we have. And then they compare the performance of their hotel against real hotels in all over the world. We do production management for conventions and events. We know events is a really popular area, F&B management, festival and special events planning. And we have different electives that come on all the time as well, relevant to the industry needs. The next qualification that I wanted to talk about is a relatively new course for the hotel school. It's called the Masters of Business in Global Hotel Leadership. This is a really exciting program, a very unique program. And this program started last year and replaced the previous Masters that we have. It's a 2-year qualification, total of 16 subjects. Admissions requirement is qualification equivalent to an Australian bachelor degree or demonstrated academic or professional standing equivalent. So you can actually enter this program through a graduate certificate or graduate diploma without actually having a bachelor degree. In some cases, if you have work experience, and an English language comparable to IELTS 6.5 with no band less than 6. Again, there are other pathways in with lower English requirements, or we can package with an ELICOS provider to bring you into the program that way. This program is, as I said, quite unique. You can see here some of the core subjects and the elective units that we have. Really interesting stuff like creating the hotel customer, talent and culture, the global hotel leader. We do operations and management, innovation and enterprise, revenue and analytics. This program was actually designed in consultation with our industry partners. So when we were sitting down thinking about what the next master's qualification would be at the hotel school, what we really wanted to do to the industry and find out what their needs were, what their perfect employee had, the skills, the knowledge, and basically we designed a program which was designed by the industry for the industry. We even go as far as having certain units delivered by industry partners, which are experts in the subject, just again to bring more real world exposure to the qualification. Our students in the Masters also get access to live data from hotels across the world. Again, we don't want this just to be theory. We want students to have real world applications. We want them to understand the industry so that they can hit the ground running and really help organisations as soon as they enter a graduate position. This course is the only public university 2-year master program, which includes a 6-month work internship. So even students in our masters, they do a 1.5 years of theory and 6 months in the industry in a real job, earning money and gaining valuable experience. So this is really, really unique. Internship opportunities in Malfa properties. So obviously in all the hotels that we own, but also at Malfa head office. So Malfa head office being the head office of, I think that the turnover for Malfa was around about $15 billion last year. And some of our master's students have the opportunity to do an internship in that head office. This program basically, to sum it up, would be, it's an executive MBA for the hotel industry. It's a very high level course with great exposure to the industry to really accelerate people into a higher level management position within just 2 years. Credit transfers I touched on briefly before. We do have credit transfers from all sorts of vocational programs. So a diploma of hospitality management or business gives you 1 year credit exemption, which means that you can do the Bachelor in just 2 years, including the paid internship. The advanced diploma gets you a 1.5 years credit. So it's only a 1.5 years to complete the Bachelor degree. And if you've done a bachelor's in hospitality management, then you'll get 6 months advanced standing, or about 4 units advanced standing, which means that you can complete the master's in just a 1.5 years, again, including the paid internship. So there are lots of flexible options. We can assess the qualifications that you've already done, and we can find ways to shorten the course duration and reduce the cost for you as well. I just wanted to focus here on the fees, but then also show you the total potential earnings from internship and casual work. Now, this total potential earnings is only assuming, excuse me, that you'll work 20 hours per week. Now, we know that the Australian government has just removed the cap on the number of hours that students can work in the hospitality sector. So that means you have the potential to earn far more because you can work more. So you'll see here for the Bachelor program, total fees, $82,800. The total potential earnings, $73,400, which would mean that out of pocket, it's less than $10,000. As I said, now there's no cap on the number of hours that are working, which means that you can earn significantly more than what you pay in fees to the hotel school. With the Master of Business, the proposition's even better. $52,800 is the fees. Total potential earnings, $54,000, which means you come out on top. In terms of internships, as we mentioned before, there are opportunities to do internships at Malfa head office. We obviously have many, many internships in our Malfa properties all around Australia and globally. As well as internship opportunities with other partner hotels. So we work with all hotels, hospitality, tourism operators within Australia, and we do have opportunities for internships overseas as well. The opportunities for paid internships, as I mentioned, right now is a fantastic time to be looking for an internship. We have many, many internships available. We don't have enough students to fill all of the internship roles that are available right now. The salary rates for paid internships in Australia start at over 26 Australian dollars per hour, which means that with the minimum 600-hour internship, students will earn at least $15,618. Now, keep in mind, we've been talking about this is a 6-month internship. So you have the ability to do far more than 600 hours. So your potential to earn is actually a lot higher than that figure you see on the screen. But this is a conservative estimate. So that money can be used to put towards your living expenses, the cost of tuition. But more than that, whilst you're doing your internship, you are gaining valuable experience. You are meeting the right people. And the internships often lead to full-time employment offers for many of our international students. Career choices. There's a huge range of career choices, particularly at the moment. You can work in areas like event management, obviously general hotel management or hospitality. Tourism is very big. Domestic tourism is very popular at the moment. And then there's also opportunities in business roles. So a lot of our students come to us, they might not have a hospitality background. They might have a business background. They might not have ever thought of working in the hospitality sector. Well, there are business roles in the hospitality sector, lots of them actually. Things like sales and marketing, human resources, accounting and finance, public relations, revenue and yield management. These are all roles or all departments within hotels. Every hotel has these teams. So there are lots of positions available in the business side if that's something that you are interested in. And our qualifications, being business qualifications, obviously set our students up to be able to achieve these goals. Here you can see some of the sessions that are provided by our Professional Learning Centre, or PLC. And their role is to help connect our students with the industry and to ensure that our students are job ready. So they organise sessions every semester, like the guest speaker series. They offer LinkedIn courses, teaching students how to optimise their LinkedIn profile. Responsible service of alcohol courses. They can send students to be manager for a day, where students will shadow a manager from a 4- or 5-star hotel. They organise networking events. We had one a couple of weeks ago. Industry insights, winery tours, mock interview sessions with real HR managers. Many different extra activities that our students can do to really set themselves up with the best chance of gaining the best job. All of these things that we do at the hotel school have led to some amazing graduate employment statistics. So we had 97% graduate employment within 6 months of graduation. So almost all of our students were in full-time work within 6 months of graduation. I think what's more impressive for me is that we had almost 70% of our students were either in full-time employment or had been offered at least one full-time job before they'd even graduated. So this shows the demand for our students in the industry. There's a lot of opportunities. Okay, and just quickly to cover the hotel school advantage. We are Australia's oldest hotel school, having started in Sydney in 1989. We've since expanded. We have campuses in Melbourne and in Brisbane. These are CBD locations, so located right in the middle of the city centre, giving our students access to amazing employment opportunities and entertainment opportunities very close by. We offer paid internships at both the undergraduate and the postgraduate level, giving our students the opportunity to earn over $15,000 during the internship, giving them the opportunity to gain valuable work experience, to meet the right people, and to put into practice what they've been taught in the classroom in the sessions before. We have a global community composed of over 35 different nationalities. Right now, we have students studying with us from all over the world. We have students who are here in Australia studying with us, students who are overseas studying with us online right now, and they all form part of this global community. I think a really positive thing as well is that we have approximately 50% international students and 50% local Australian students. So there's a great mix between the international and the domestic students. We have unique industry connections. Now, these really are unique because we are a big part of the industry. So we are able to open doors to opportunities that other hotel schools simply would never be able to do. And the final point, as I mentioned right at the beginning, we offer a public university degree. This is not a private college. This is a public university degree issued by Southern Cross University, which is one of the top universities globally for hotel and leisure management programs. Okay, and just before I finish, I've got one short video left to show you. I briefly mentioned this earlier in the presentation, but we have opened another campus of the hotel school on Hayman Island in the Intercontinental Resort. All of our students study, live, work and play on the island. Now, right now, it's only available for local Australian students, but by the end of the year, by session 3, this will be available for international students as well. So I just wanted to show you a short video which shows a couple of our international students who are already there working on the island in management level positions. And just to give you a bit of a taste of what the island life is like.
Hayman Island is located in a regional area, and this means that we really look after our colleagues and make sure that they feel that they have a great working environment. Every day is different. You really look forward to go to work.
If you like the weather, you like the sun, this is the place to go.
We actually are a family in the sense that at the end of a busy day, we go home to each other. So we live together, we work together, we play together, we enjoy life together.
This is hospitality. This is true hospitality.
Just as important as all of that is knowing the industry. And for that reason, I'm very passionate about partnering with the hotel school.
With the knowledge, with the practice, with the training that I received from the hotel school, I felt like I'm ready to get into the industry. It's not just about study, but also having the support from your life, from your job.
The graduates that come through the hotel school really have great qualities. They're very confident, they're very friendly, they're international, they're well-travelled.
It's having people that already have the core skills and foundations of what it means to be a hospitality professional.
I think hotel school is a great pathway, and it's the best thing I have done for my career.
So thank you very much, Tim, for giving us such a brilliant presentation. And also, we've heard from, Mr. Daniel Shin and, how critical, how this industry for tourism and hospitality has been just moved. The government has just announced this is actually a critical industry. And that's why, the students can work unlimited hours. So it's so exciting moment where students can really get jobs easily. So are there any questions from anyone? If not, I would like to share these questions that we've received. So maybe I would like to start off. If any of you have any questions, please do send them in the chat box below. But first question to Tim is that, does the hotel school offer any scholarships for international students?
Yes, we do, Sam, and thank you for that question. We certainly do offer scholarships for international students. Particularly at the moment, we know that things can be a little bit tough given the global pandemic, and we are very happy to be able to support our students. We have a range of scholarships which are available for students up to about 25% off the first year fees. So anybody who's interested in a scholarship, please contact our valued partner, yeseduntour, and they'll be able to provide more information on that. But we do have scholarships, and we are able to really help our students by connecting them with work in the industry as well.
Fantastic. Thank you, Tim. So second question from the student. So if I'm an international student, I'm currently overseas, will I be able to study online for the whole course? And also for the internship part, if I'm overseas, can I do my internship overseas, or must the internship be done in Australia?
Okay, that's a good question from the student. Thank you. So I'll break that down into a few parts. So first of all, right now, because the international borders are still shut, students can study any course of the hotel school online. They are all available online. The good thing for us is that we have a very strong learning management system. So it was easy for us to convert our programs into an online delivery mode. So for students here in Australia, we can offer face-to-face in the classroom. For students who are outside of Australia, we are offering online learning, a very good standard of online learning for all of those students. Once the borders open up, we will still continue to deliver online programs. So our complete postgraduate course offering, from the graduate certificate, graduate diploma, and the Masters of Business in Global Hotel Leadership, will all remain online. At an undergraduate level, we will continue to offer the diploma online once the borders open up. In terms of doing the internships, yes, we have students right now who are doing internships internationally. We have a student who's doing an internship in Mexico right now. We have some students who are doing internships in the US or in other parts of Asia. These are students that went home when the pandemic first struck. They continued their online studies and they got to the internship component. And instead of waiting for the borders to open up and come back to Australia to do the internship, we were able to help find them internship opportunities in their home country so that they can complete the course and graduate. So students have the option. They can wait and come back down to Australia to do the internship when it's safe to do so, or they can do the internship in their own country.
Fantastic. Thank you, Tim. So this next question is very interesting, I suppose, to everyone. Something you've talked about a lot in regards to jobs, and especially now that this tourism and hospitality industry has been listed under a critical industry in Australia. So the question is, given this current pandemic, are students from the hotel school, are they still able to find part-time jobs, internships, or graduate positions?
Yes, is the short answer to that. It's actually never been easier for us to find our students employment than it is right now. Just to share with everybody, we had a networking event at the hotel school recently, and we also are receiving calls every day. The industry is begging us for more employees. They are begging us for our students. There is a real competition from the industry to try and get students to work in their properties all around Australia right now. So whilst international tourism is not an option now, except for our travel bubble with New Zealand, domestic travel is really, really strong. So in terms of part-time work, I can tell you stories. Sam's on our Melbourne campus. I was speaking to our head of campus from Melbourne recently, and she's given me so many examples of students who have come in on their first week. We're introducing them to our recruitment partner. These students are getting jobs from day 2 of being with the hotel school. So they come in, they see Francesca, our head of campus. She sends them to have an interview. The very next day they are working. Internships, huge range of internships, and people are paying really good salaries to try and get the staff that they need to operate at their properties. So this is, whilst it's difficult because we're still going through this global pandemic, for students that are here in Australia right now, the opportunities working in the hospitality industry, particularly with the connections and the hotels that we have at the hotel school, are the best they've ever been.
Wow. Thank you, Tim. That's very, very exciting news, especially for the students, whether they're onshore currently in Australia or they are currently offshore now. This is what they want to hear, that, while they are studying, they're able to get really good jobs. And having a job means it can lead to, definitely long-term career opportunities in Australia as well. So that's really exciting that we are able, at the hotel school, we are able to help connect our students to so many great job opportunities. So I want to share one last question that I have received here. So if I have completed my diploma or in business or hospitality management or any other field of studies, will I be able to receive any credit exemption if I want to apply for Bachelor of Business at the hotel school?
Yes, definitely. So we can have pre-mapped basically most of the qualifications under the Australian qualifications framework. So we can tell you very quickly how many units of advanced standing that you will get. Some of the simple ones are, for example, a diploma of business or a diploma of hospitality. We know that allows you to directly join into the second year of our 3-year bachelor program, which means that it only takes 2 years to complete, including that 6 months of paid internship. So a year and a half in the classroom and 6 months, half a year out working in the industry, earning money. Same with advanced diploma. That gets a year and a half credit from business or hospitality. But even other areas of study can get credit exemptions as well. It might not be a full year. For a diploma of leadership, for example, students get 6 units out of the first 8 exempt. All of that advanced standing helps reduce the cost of completing the bachelor degree at the hotel school, and reduces the time that it takes you to complete that qualification. So yes, absolutely. If you have any other studies, whether it's in hospitality, whether it's in business, or whether it's in a completely different field, let us know at the point of application, and we can help you to fill out an advanced standing form, and then we can let you know how many credits or exemptions you get as part of that advanced standing.
Yeah. Thank you, Tim. Fantastic. So I would like to ask if there's any more questions. If not, maybe if Mr. Daniel Shin, you're the expert, if you have any thing you would like to say before we wrap up this session.
Yes, right. Because in the beginning I speak in English, right? So because there's my client who speak only the Korean. 그 한국 분 같은 경우에 제가 지금 이름 봐가지고 잘 안 보여가지고 없는 줄 알았어요. 있는데 지금 현재 호스피탈리티 쪽이 옛날에는 영주권으로 가는 게 너무 어렵다고 사람들 많은 생각을 했는데 지금 현재 코로나 때문에 보도가 클로즈된 상태에서는 지금 현재 거버먼트에서는 지금 호스피탈리티 사람이 너무 구하기 힘들어가지고 그것들을 전부 다 직업군을 전부 다 상향 조정하기로 지금 잠정적으로 지금 돼 있고 실제적으로는 7월 달쯤 이후로 바뀔 것 같습니다. 그리고 이 호텔 스쿨에서 공부하는 게 왜 좋냐면은 이 호텔 스쿨의 장점은 뭐냐면 거의 하프 이어 자체를 그냥 일을 하는 거기 때문에 실제로 내가 학비를 내면서 공부를 하지만 또 하프 이어 정도 6months 같은 경우는 인턴십을 해서 페이드 되기 때문에 그 부분도 장점이 있으니까 좋고 나중에 공부 이후에 바첼러기 때문에 졸업된 비자도 가능하죠. 그 이후에 그다음에 스폰서 비자 봐서 바로 영주권으로 넘어갈 수 있으니까 이 기회를 놓치지 말고 잘 이용하면 좋겠습니다. Whoever interested in the hotel school, because they provide the bachelor of the hospitality management, right? So after you finish your courses, actually you will get the 485, which is a graduation visa, which is more than 2 years, right? Then after you finish your 485, actually you can get the sponsorship. Then you can apply the PR actually. So there will be good opportunity during your study, and there are a lot of the job availability at the moment. So don't miss this opportunity. Okay, that's all.
Okay. Yep. So thank you very much, Mr. Daniel Shin, for organizing this virtual info session today. Thank you very much, team. So we will be